and you are here with Amina Michelle, and I am a balance and success coach to mums in business and women in business or in careers. I believe that we are always on the way to our next success, and we need to have a platform and we need to support each other in that. And last night I had the absolutely phenomenal evening. Today I just wanted to share with you all the things that I got from it, and I believe there was loads of people there. It was a sold out event and everyone's gonna have had their own aha moments, but I thought let me share with you my moments. Now, first of all, me being in business for myself and having a dream to have the business that I really want and be the parent that I want, because my mission is to help mums, parents be the best parents they can be, but also not have to give up on their dreams and not have to give up on the career that's going to give them the income that they want. I don't think that we have to choose. I don't think that we have to compromise either one of those dreams. Now, I've got two daughters who I love absolutely and dearly, but the reality is I didn't want to become a parent. It wasn't part of my plan. I wasn't going to become a mom. I was going to sink myself into my career. But lo and behold, they happened. And what I can say about that is I was literally devastated in the moment, not understanding what it was going to ask of me, not understanding what the responsibility was, but also knowing that I had never prepared to share or give that much of myself. So fast forward 8 years and being the parent to two beautiful girls, I love this responsibility more than life itself. So therefore my mission to help other women have it all is because that is my mission, to have it all. I want my children to have me as their main carer and their main influence, and I want to show them that their dreams can come true, and I want to show them that anything is possible. Now, the only way for our children to see anything is possible is they have to see us live that life, and we can't tell them about everybody else. And although that is great, and I know that a lot of successes have happened by outside influences and outside motivations and inspirations, and I was inspired last night to move forward, but my ultimate reason for doing all of that are my girls. And I am really grateful to God for them. I'm really grateful to God that I had them, because without them this dream in me wouldn't be alive. So I go full circle from not wanting to be a mother to building my career around the fact that I am a mother. So they've given me reason. So last night, absolutely blown away. I will say it was equivalent to being plugged in to a socket and being charged up for greatness. And I say that because there were so many words of wisdom spoken last night, so many truths were spoken last night, and so many wise words were given. So the event was called the Black Magic Awards, and it's the second one of its kind, and it was founded and created by Kojo Annim and Anika Allen. And I am so blessed that I'm getting to witness the realization of the dream they've probably had for a really long time. They've probably had this dream in the back of their mind for the longest. And I know that Kojo has been in the business and been in his trade for such a long time and built really brilliant and beautiful relationships. You could hear that coming through with all of the speeches and how he connected with people and how he had a personal experience with them that allowed him the influence and the space to give them these accolades. That was brilliant. And I'm going to share with you the 10 things I took away from last night. And the first one is based around Anika Allen and Kojo Annim, and that is to dream big. Now, when they thought about this dream, quite possibly, it wasn't anything they'd ever seen before. We've never seen it before. I've never seen it before, because the Black Magic Awards is a celebration of Black British women. And as a black British woman, you do see some black British women doing really massive and amazing things in the media or on TV or in life, or people you come across, but you don't see them being rewarded for it. So it's almost like a thankless task sometimes. And this is just my opinion, and this is just where I see it and what my view of it is. So them seeing that there should be a stage and a space that they would be celebrated for opening doors and breaking down walls for things that they believed in, dreamed about and loved is absolutely phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So the first thing I would say is dream big. I'm going to cast a net and say that this may have seemed impossible for them at the very moment they thought about it, but then they got obsessed. And my mentor talks about finding what you love, getting obsessed about it, and then going after it. And in that obsession, you find a way. And in that declaration of what the dream is, people come and find you. And people want to bless you, and people want to be part of the vision. And I saw that over and over and over again through the nominees, through the people that gave the awards, through people that received the awards, that there was that relationship and that belief in a dream that they had had once, probably by themselves, and then it became something amazing. Now, going to the award ceremony last year, which was the first one, was absolutely mind-blowing. But I'm telling you that this year absolutely outweighed last year with so many different things. I loved it so much. The other things, so the people that came up were Angelica Bell. She was given the television honour. So she's a TV presenter, she's been on CBeebies, and I know that I've watched her on TV for a really long time. And something she said when she gave her speech was that she never saw herself here. She just went after what she wanted to do. And that's it. She dreamed big. And she just took one step at a time, believing that actually my next step is possible. And then from there, my next step is possible. And then from there, my next step is possible. Now, when we're actually walking, we're not taking more than one step at a time. We're taking one step at a time. And sometimes we get overwhelmed with the fact that we've got a dream. We want it to go somewhere that we feel like really overwhelmed, and we feel out of our depth because we almost feel like we've got to jump over a mountain. But biologically speaking, we only can take one step at a time. So with our dreams, the first step is having our dreams. Cherish those, love them, cradle them, believe in them, build on them. The other person that really spoke to my heart was Yolanda Brown, and she was given the inspirational honour. I totally see why. She's a self-taught saxophonist and a beautiful, beautiful woman with an amazing spirit. And in her speech, she was so honoured and humble, and she said that she had to give up her job, or she chose to walk away from her career for a love for a dream that she had. So she put it all on the line. Sometimes we've got to put stuff on the line. So number one, dream big. And number two, when I saw her skin looking like it did, number two is moisturize. Now, there's got to be some type of self-love in this, and along the way we sometimes forget that we've got to look after ourselves, and we've got to take care of who we are and whose we are and how we represent ourselves. So I can say for every woman and every man that walked through that space yesterday, looked absolutely brilliant. They looked phenomenal. They looked very put together. Everybody was ready for the event of a lifetime, and no one cut corners and no one fell short. So yeah, number two, moisturize. Do the little things that make you feel good, so when you walk out, you walk strong. The next person I heard from was Angie Greaves, and she got the radio honour. And her story really, really touched me. And it was brilliant to be part of the fact that she was honoured for her time in radio, for what she'd given in radio, for the space that she made for other people in radio. The next person who got the acting honour was Ellen Thomas. Now, you know her as Yolandi from EastEnders, and she went back twice as two different characters, and someone made a remark to say, your character's gone, but you're not, because she's just that good. And what that taught me was, when she gave her speech, she said that she's going to be in Holby City on the weekend, and she's doing a film that's coming out next year. And she didn't shy away from telling us what she was doing. So there's got to be a time where we tell people what we're doing. So number 1, dream big. Number 2, moisturize. And number 3, tell us what you're doing. Share it. It's never been easier to share on social media. It's never been easier to share on all the platforms that we've got what we're doing, so that we can get the support from the people that believe in that dream. Another really, really wonderful thing that happened was A-Flame. Oh my life, glorious voices. They opened up the event for us, and it was almost as if they changed the atmosphere. It was beautiful. Vanessa Amadi got the Media Mogul Award, and the one thing that struck me about her was that she declared that she was 10 years cancer free, and that is an amazing feat. But what that also showed me, and which is number 4, is get your mind right. Her being sick or unwell for whatever period of time could have put her in a dark place, but actually, and I'm not saying she wasn't in a dark place, I don't know her personal story, but from what I saw and what exuded from her on stage was that she decided, mind over matter, that she was going to take control of her life. And you could see that. You could see that. Lisa Mafia, I actually got to meet her, woo woo, who knows all the words to 21 Seconds to Go? Well, I do. Well, it's just from that era, isn't it? And when she gave her speech, she went up and she said that she's probably the most shy person ever. Like, we probably wouldn't believe that just because of all the things she's done and how amazing we believe she is. But she was just so humble. And that's number 5 for me, is be humble always. Your circumstances may change and you may get bigger and you may be open to new and more wonderful opportunities, which takes you away from the daily grind. But that doesn't mean that you have to change necessarily, in the sense of how you relate to people. It was something that Dwayne Johnson said. He said that when he got important, he said he just wanted to be kind to people because it's free. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does make a whole lot of difference to somebody else. So I really got that with Lisa Mafia, that she was just so humble. Having gone through what she's gone through, getting pregnant at 17, raising her daughter, as well as building an empire for herself, you can definitely know there will be hard times in that. And I feel like there's a relatability in that to other women and other people that have gone through struggles, that she hasn't lost that realism of who she is. And I found that really, really endearing. 1 was dream big. Number 2 was moisturize. Number 3 was tell us what you're doing. And number 4 was get your mind right. And number 5 was be humble always. The other one was Carla Marie. She got the brand honor. So she's a singer-songwriter, and in her speech she talked about being visible and being the only black girl in the room at times, and being the only black girl in certain environments, which meant that she was probably the only one. But she said that she's devoting her visibility to help others and make way for others. And she highlighted the fact to me that we've got to stay visible. We've got to be visible, get visible. Like I said before, let us know what you're doing. Be visible. Social media is really easy for you to do that now, and it's free. We don't have to pay for advertising, we don't have to pay for any of that stuff, but we can get out there and just make it happen. So it was amazing to hear Carla speak about that. There was a hostess with the mostest, Ramel London. There was a comedian who blew my socks off, Judy Love, and I follow Judy Love, and if you don't follow her on Instagram, you should definitely go and do that, at one Judy Love. And what they said to me through what they are and who they are is be you. You are your number one asset. Feed into you. You are you, and being someone else is hard work. But no one else can be you. So actually it's easy to be you, but also beautiful to be you. And just be honest with who you are. And that is number 7. Number 8, I got from the poets and the performers, and the poets that actually spoke were Nikita Speaks. Oh my life, she blew me away. Adaya Henry, who repped Birmingham, yes. Lucretia Celine, Raphael Blake. Just Kemi Music did an amazing rendition with her violin. Lioness with that dimple, wearing that chocolate girl, was amazing. But the person that really blew me away, I mean, among all of the fact that these acts were absolutely phenomenal, was Moke, and I hope I'm saying that right. He spoke so eloquently, with so much truth, and all of these people spoke their truth. All of these people were a representation of what they believed and who they were and the message that they want to send. And that included Rebecca Garten and Tanika Bailey, who sang with the most angelic voices. So the performances last night were absolutely second to none, and every single one of them caught our attention, and a lot of standing ovations, especially with Moke. So they spoke their truth, and that was number 8. And number 9 and 10 are really, really important to me, actually, because they came from 2 of the people I look up to work amazingly. Emily Sandé, the voice of an angel. I love her message. I love her realness. I love that she speaks her truth. I love that she's humble in her music. I love that she moisturizes. But the other thing she said to me when she said her speech yesterday was that where she grew up, there were no other girls that looked like her, and she was always looking for representation of who she was, but she became the change that she needed. So you be the change that you need. Don't wait for somebody else to make it happen for you. You can make that happen. And she did in the most phenomenal way. And it's really important not to lose sight of the fact that there are things that are missing in a society, that if they come to light to you, that maybe you're the answer to that. And that speaks to me really personally as well, especially with my brand and especially with who I'm speaking to when I speak to moms and where I'm coming from as a mom. There's been a lot of struggles. Your attention split, your information split, it can be quite challenging to make decisions and stand by your decisions. But I was really inspired by Emily Sandé last night because she got the Icon Award for being the change that we need. Be the change that we need. And last but not least, I was so blessed I actually met Gina Yashere. That's my happy dance. She got the comedy honour, and amazing, absolutely amazing, so down to earth, so real. And when she shared about her journey here in the UK and then going to the US to expand, she said that for the first 6 years, 6 years, people, 6 years of being in the US, she didn't make a penny. She lived off of her savings until her overnight success happened. And don't you love that when people say it's an overnight success, when literally it took years to get there? And the thing I got from her was, take a risk on you. You are definitely worth it. If you love and you're passionate about what it is you want to do, take a risk on you. You know what you're worth. And if you don't, then there's ways to find out. but she took a risk on her dream, on her love, on her vision, and lived off her savings for 6 years before her overnight success. And that spoke so much to me, because sometimes we scrimp on getting something or being something or going somewhere when we know it's going to be imperative and instrumental in our growth and in our future, and we don't do it. Now, one, it could be that the dream isn't as alive as it should be, and maybe it's not really the dream you want, or if it's not that, then maybe there's a bit of you that doesn't believe in you enough. And this is where I believe that anybody who's anybody should just be getting those affirmations right. We should be working out what voices get to speak to us. And somebody said, get away from the people that extract the madness and get close to people that bring out your magic. And we've got to be like guardians to ourselves, because when we are taking risks on ourselves, when we are doing things that don't seem normal per se, people are going to say, oh no, and actually that's not what we need to hear. We need people who can see the vision that we're seeing as well, and if not, just see that we just need them to be a support. So let me recap for you the 10 things I took away from the Black Magic Awards 2018. 1, dream big. 2, moisturize. 3, tell us what you're doing. 4, get your mind right. 5, be humble always. 6, be visible. 7, be you. 8, speak your truth. 9, be the change that you need. And 10, take a risk on you. If there's anybody that went to the Black Magic Awards and you got anything else from that, put it in the comments. I'm up for learning. I'm up for expanding all of the things that I'm doing right now, and I'm up for everyone else's insights as well. So comment below if any of this rings a bell for you. Comment below if any of this resonates with you, or if it's confirmation for you. Let me know. Thank you.